Yes, I think you need a looper. I think a looper pedal can be super helpful when you're trying to write new music or when you might be lacking inspiration. I'm going to show you why I think having a looper can be really beneficial when you're writing music, and I'm also going to give you a bonus way that I use my specific looper. So the main way that I think a looper pedal can be helpful is when you're trying to come up with ideas for a new song, or maybe you're stuck on a certain progression or something, you feel like it's maybe lacking. As you can see, I'm using the Blooper by Chase Bliss, and I think this is a great pedal, but I just want to let you know up front, you don't have to use the Blooper specifically, even though that's what you'll be seeing in this video. You can use something like the Ditto, which I believe is by TC Electronic. You could also use any other looping pedal that has overdub capabilities. So I'm giving you a close-up here of the pedal. I'm just above on the keyboard here. I got the Nord with a piano, and then I also have the Prophet with this little kind of harp patch that I made. I know I said you can do this with any looper, and you can, but there's some stuff specific about the Blooper that I really like for this purpose, for creating different inspiration, creating different ideas and stuff like that. So let me just kind of record a first take of something, and then I'll show you what I like that we can do. So to start off, the main point is, I don't know what I want to play. I don't know what I want to make. So I'm just going to hit record and do something. So now I have my bass kind of loop. And I'm really not trying to care about timing. I'm not trying to care about anything. This is the thing that I like about loopers, is being able to just explore an idea and then worry about all the details later of, how fast or slow do I want this to play, and what do I really want it to be, a piano, do I want it to be a synth? It doesn't matter. Forget all of that. Just kind of work on developing the idea. So, now that I have that going, I can play around with some other things. Maybe I want to add some sort of a little melody or effect or anything. And then I'll overdub this to hear it with it. And there we go. We got it working. Now, the thing I like about the Blooper is maybe I didn't like that. Maybe I'm like, that didn't feel like it fit very well. I don't want that anymore. So what I can do is I can undo it. And now that little bit is gone, and I can say, let me try something else. So yeah, so I go, okay, I think I like that better. Let's record that. So then I have something going, and I can continue to undo and redo and figure out, where I like all of this to sit. Now, another thing I like specifically about the Blooper is I can continue to kind of expand on that creativity and figure out where I want this to go, because they have modifiers. So I can modify the way that this sounds, for instance, by using something like a filter. And this goes between a high pass and a low pass filter, so I can kind of explore both sides. Additionally, there's other kinds of modifiers. That's just one, being a filter. Another one that can kind of really change the vibe and give you some exploring potential is messing with the speed or reversing it. Makes it sound really sad and depressing, but it kind of gives you a feel for, what do I want to do with this? How do I want to move and shape this little idea? And then additionally, you can mess with the stability, which adds in some kind of lo-fi aspects. And again, the nice thing about the blooper is you have expression. So I have this expression pedal here set up to control the stability, so I can really quickly just dial in as much as I want. Get really out of hand. And then be able to turn it off. And that's it, basically. Again, the point of this is just that a looper pedal can be super helpful in being able to create and explore new ideas for your music, for your songs. I know that for me, this can be a big barrier when I'm trying to use a DAW or something else. It makes it feel a lot more clinical sometimes, and I just need to get an idea out. So I'm hoping that that was helpful to you to see how you can use it with a keyboard or anything else to just get some ideas kind of flowing and moving. Now, I told you that I would have a bonus way that I like to use specifically the blooper. So I'm going to show you that now. And what that is using it as a delay. So as you can see, I have the mood and the blooper on my board, and typically I use the mood for a delay or a reverb. Now lately I've been using it mostly as a reverb just because I like the way it sounds, and that leaves me without a delay on my pedal board. So you can actually use the blooper as a delay as well, and sometimes it's really nice because you can bring up the stability and make it sound more like a tape delay, and make it sound pretty decayed. And then you can use the filter as well to, you know, either cut off some of the high end or cut off the low end, and then it makes it sound even more so like a tape, or it can just help the delay to fit in with everything else that you're playing. So let's take a look at that now. Okay, so to show how the delay works on the blooper, I'm going to actually just kind of do what I normally would do for playing, messing around, creating stuff. So I'm turning the reverb off on this piano. So now it's no reverb, and what I normally would do is turn on the reverb for the mood. Now, in order to get your blooper working as a delay, you're just going to tap it 3 times, and that's going to be essentially like a tap tempo. So whatever speed you want it to go at, that's how quickly you should tap those 3 times. And then you can see the red modifier buttons are blinking to the speed of the delay. And then your repeats, as you can hear, it's continuing and not stopping. So the repeats becomes your feedback knob, basically. So then that controls. Now it fades out pretty normally. It's actually pretty long, so I'm going to shorten it a little bit, and then we're going to add in some stability so that it sounds a little bit more like a tape delay. And then now we can just kind of play and experiment and try and figure out maybe what we want to do. And then I'll even pull down the volume a little bit here on the signal blender, so it's a little bit more in the background. There you go. We have a functioning delay in addition to a looper. And obviously we can add all of our modifiers on here too. So let's say I want to do like a reverse delay. And then you can just, to taste, put in how strong you want that to actually sound volume-wise. The blooper really is a Swiss Army knife for a synth setup. And it's a great way to get ideas out and play around with them and really explore them. So I really think you should grab one. And if it's a little bit outside your price range, that's totally fine. But I would strongly encourage you to at least get a looper pedal. like maybe the ditto or something, just because then you can continue to develop ideas and stuff in a different way than maybe you're used to. That's all I got. Thanks for watching, and if you thought this video was helpful or entertaining, then leave a like and let me know in the comments how you like to use a looper. If you're new here and you want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and subscribe. It's free. Until next time, later.